I found you, and now you won't be able to escape, Boruto. You will pay for what you did to the Seventh, and how you treated Kawaki.
I wouldn't want to hurt you, but if you don't step back, I'll be serious.
Boruto met Mitsuki, and it was not a pleasant event for both of them. The new Hokage turns out not to be a Hokage, and the 10th tail is evolving into a divine tree. Chapter 86 of the Boruto manga revealed some interesting events. I hope you enjoyed the animation at the beginning of the video. Enjoy watching. Boruto returned to Konoha. Because of Sarada's hug, things are awkward between them now. Nevertheless, he tells his friend that Sasuke has become a part of the Jubi. I was surprised by her reaction, no horror or sadness, just a casual, "Oh, he became a tree?" However, when she found out that Boruto was an enemy of Konoha and that there was no seventh, her Mangekyo Sharingan awakened. I thought losing a father would be a more serious stress, but apparently not for her. According to Boruto himself, the 10th tail evolved due to the intervention of the Otsutsuki. The Jubi needs a representative of Kaguya's clan to transform itself into a tree, and Code has karma, and it is the reason for the evolution. However, it's not just about karma. The boy's genes also carry the power of Otsutsuki Shibai's clan, specifically the scratching technique. The straps Code used, and that the evolved Jubi currently uses, represent the power of Shibai. Thus, the 10 tails obtained the genes of a full-fledged Otsutsuki, and Code's incomplete karma complemented the awakening of the tree. From this, we can understand that the evolution occurred due to the corrupted karma and Shibai's genes. This is interesting because it gives insight into how the 10th tail can evolve. If it absorbs Ida and Damon as well, it will become much more powerful, evolving further, as the sister and brother also possess Shibai Otsutsuki's genes. In addition, Kawaki learns about the problem with Naruto. Ida reveals that the divine tree intends to absorb the 7th, and inadvertently, she reminded herself that she's also a target of the Jubi. However, Kawaki doesn't care, which seems to upset the girl, and perhaps, because of how Kawaki treats her, she might develop feelings for Boruto. Meanwhile, we learn that Shikamaru is not a full-fledged Hokage. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, suggesting that he simply took on the village's leadership role. This is why his face is not on the Hokage wall. After the events that led Boruto to leave the village, Shikamaru proposed to act as Hokage for 3 years. Also, due to Amato's revelation about Kawaki's identity in the previous chapter and the suspicion that memories are altered, the 8th Hokage begins to question it. He requests documents on the missions completed by the 7th team, where apparently, Boruto Uzumaki's name is written instead of Kawaki. So, Shikamaru begins to believe in who Boruto really is. However, Mitsuki interferes. Since Kawaki senses Boruto leaving Ida's house, he plans to go after him. Kawaki treats Mitsuki poorly, and their relationship seems very complicated. However, somehow Orochimaru's son manages to knock out Kawaki and asks Shikamaru for permission to attack Boruto. The 8 warns Boruto that he is being followed. Finally, the meeting of two friends. Thanks to the snakes, the Hokage's son is immobilized. However, with just a finger, he throws away his katana and moves towards it. This movement reminded me of how Sasuke used to fight, swapping places with his weapon, and perhaps he was the one who began to study the Flying God Thunder technique and taught Boruto how to use it. Thus, his student truly inherited Uchiha's style, as evidenced by the purple lightning. So, in the future, we might see the Chidori. I hope that eventually, Sasuke's and Naruto's techniques will combine, and we will witness the Mega Chidori Rasengan. Throughout the battle with Mitsuki, Boruto communicates mentally with Shikamaru thanks to Ino. The Hokage cannot directly help Boruto, but it seems that the main character has gained another ally who will eventually be able to convince the villagers to trust him. Well, I also find it very interesting that Boruto is able to fly. This shows that he learned to use the power of the Otsutsuki. In the future, he will likely demonstrate more abilities of this clan. Thanks to his internal Wikipedia named Momoshiki, Boruto can see his thoughts. And since Momoshiki sees the future, Boruto is steps ahead of his enemies. Unfortunately, the chapter ends at the most interesting part, the full confrontation between Boruto and Mitsuki. Most likely, their battle awaits us next, unless the village is attacked by the 10 tails. I really like this chapter. It's a pity that it comes out once a month. Even so, we got a lot of new information. One of the most interesting aspects, in my opinion, is that Mitsuki is using his Sage mode in Konoha. Although Orochimaru said it couldn't be done. This makes me wonder, where is the serpent himself? Does he remember anything? And what role will he play in all of this? I would be very interested to hear your opinion on the chapter. So, I'll be waiting for your comments. Good luck to everyone.